of well, I guess I can address the camera.
Should I?
Hi everybody. So we're going to be playing FTL. It won, what did it win recently? It won IGF Audience Award.
Did it win design before that, or is that a year?
It's won a lot. It's an awesome game. So it won twice at IGF this past year. Actually, we have the internet, so let's just look that up, shall we? IGF.
FTL won
Excellence in Design and Audience Award.
Cool. Yeah.
Oh, and it got an IGF China nomination last year. That's what I think that's what its first award was. So it's an awesome game, and I really like it. It's a roguelike, so there's permadeath, there's randomness. It's also a spaceship simulator, and shares a lot of common things with previous games like Masters of Orion. I'm going to show a little bit of well, here's one game that I know the developers said it reminded them that their experience playing this game. This was originally for Mac OS 9. There's now a Windows version of it. I could not get it to run without crashing the computer. So here's just a brief little look at this previous game, Escape Velocity Nova. And we're going to borrow somebody else's Let's Play to kind of get a gist of what it's like.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Let's Play Escape Velocity Nova.
And
Now,
yeah.
little history lesson about this. Escape Velocity Nova is actually the third game in a series.
And I want to
The
skip
first
all the
game.
way to where it's gameplay.
starts, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember playing Escape earlier version of Escape
that's how I play the
Velocity.
game.
Alright.
Make it faster
It was
like
kind
that,
of-
plus it makes our slow shot
Yeah,
not so
asteroidsy
slow.
kind of flying.
Yeah,
Anyway, we can
asteroidsy
tab
flying.
around and,
But really, it's the
and
star
this is
map.
all we know right now of the universe.
There's the universe that you know and the universe that you don't know. You can
Sad
explore the
thing,
universe,
but,
and that's
the
basically the
intersection-
gist
Wow,
of Escape
that.
Velocity. So there's a little bit of that going on in FTL. A more recent version of that kind of gameplay is Weird Worlds, which is now out for iPad, which I really enjoy.
Oh, cool.
It came out for Windows back in 2005. It just released about a month ago, I think, for iPad.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think I saw a trailer for this.
So with this game, there's ship customizability,
Right.
which you get, but there's also this 2D top-down view of the ship, which is a huge part of FTL. But it also has actual real-time flight simulation, not part of it. That's not really used in FTL. But the map is a hugely important thing. So with a lot of these space games, especially space strategy games, they always are using these top-down 2D maps to show that there is this vast amount of space. For whatever reason, space has never been explored. You're now have to re-explore the galaxy, and as you explore, you'll find new creatures and new things.
That feels like very Star Control kind of.
Yeah, there's a lot of actually I could have gone back even further to the 90s and gone to Star Control, but instead I just skipped that one. So I think we talked about that in previous games. So this actually, if you've played Star Control, Weird Worlds and Return to Infinite Space is a lot like this.
Yeah, some.
I was hoping it's
Done.
it's done. Sweet. So there's this other game in 1997. Whoops, sorry about that. That when I first started playing FTL, I was reminded of this game, I-War in Europe, or Independence War in the US. We don't need to see the story,
How old
but I
is it?
think this is 97.
97.
It's a 3D flight simulator game, space simulator, so the previous games that came before it were things like Wing Commander, the Wing Commander series, the Star Wars X-Wing and TIE Fighter series.
Oh my god, it's infograms.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And so this is actually the latest version of another series called Warhead, which was an old Amiga series. So this one developer had been working on this game in various iterations for years and years and years. Finally, 3D graphics come along. We've seen Wing Commander, those other kind of like first-person space simulators. So he maps his previous game design onto these first-person space simulators, and what you get is this nigh unplayable, but really, really interesting thing. We go into our cockpit. I'm not sure why there's no sound. Okay, there's sound.
There you go.
All right,
Supposed
we're in
to
our
be
cockpit.
space.
We're in space. There's like very realistic radio things going on. We have a cursor. We can move around things. Without the manual, you cannot play the game.
Sure, BRF, OBJ, sure. Objective, kill
Kill
everything.
everything.
Yeah,
Okay, great.
this is it because it's instant action mode. So we can see the system view, and again, we're back to the star map of 2D. Although this is 3D, I think there's a little bit of movement you can do. Yeah, right click, so you can see the 3D-ness of it all.
Is that a
How do I-
parallel printer port I see on the right? What is that?
It kind of looks like it, yeah.
Yeah.
So if I could remember how to go to a previous view.
This is it. Yeah. So this is what you are seeing out of your ship right now.
Yeah, so this is you seeing out of the front of your ship right now.
So this is like elite point of view.
Yeah.
Something.
So there's another ship shooting at me. But apologies for this. I had remembered how to move to the other viewpoints.
Did your ship recoil when you got hit by lasers?
That sort of makes sense. Well, maybe
Well,
not
your view,
lasers.
maybe not, but
If something explodes near you, you should
probably
have
recoil.
some change of momentum. Oh, you mean your own lasers? If you fire your own lasers, do you recoil? That's weird. But if you fire like,
Oh no, it just seemed like his viewpoint was like recoiling when he got hit by lasers, but I guess that makes sense.
Oh, this is gonna really annoy me if I can't remember how to do this. So basically what I'm trying to do is, you're in this shared cockpit, you saw me go to one station, there's actually multiple stations you're supposed to be controlling at the same time.
oh, okay.
So while you're doing all of this, you need to go
Holy shit.
well, we either ejected or died.
Okay. Oh no! Oh, did you just change to a viewpoint outside of your ship? Oh no! Yeah.
No, it was
yeah,
the
yeah, I did.
briefing. Alright. Excellent. Yeah, I should have looked at the manual beforehand. Options. Do we have... Okay, let's just try this one more time. But you see you're looking around really quickly?
Mm-hmm.
If we could figure it out, we can go to those other stations.
Oh my god. Okay. Is that maybe the comma key?
Oh, what was that?
Was that the game crashing?
No, I think I just turned the computer
To
off
sleep?
or went to sleep.
The computer went to sleep.
This other station has no signal.
I don't think I did anything.
No, the computer just went to sleep. That's bizarre.
That's very strange. B, you hit some weird.
I think the keyboard has a power button that I was not aware of.
Oh yeah, there is a power button on the keyboard. One is next to the F keys.
Alright. Oh no. What on earth just happened? Alright.
There we go.
Okay. Let's just get out of this. Anyway, 1997, Independence War. The game is about managing multiple stations at one time, but it's a single player game. What was it? A couple weeks ago that we were playing Space Alert and Space Team,
Space Team, yeah.
where it's multiple people manipulating this one. Multiple people manipulating one ship.
Right.
So FTL is one person managing an entire ship.
Mhm.
So let's just skip into that. if it'll let us. Apologies for the technical difficulties. So have you played FTL at all?
Yep.
You consider yourself an expert player?
No, I got to the final boss on easy mode and then died.
Okay. I've gotten to the final boss in easy mode once and succeeded, but that's it. On normal mode, I definitely cannot do anything. So what you have is this top-down view of your spaceship. And what I've read in some interviews is actually one of the inspirations for the game is a board game, which... Battle Stations.
Battle Stations. Okay.
Where
I can see it.
you're manipulating people through on these stations to make sure the ship goes around. And also, there's a submarine game called Red November, which is very similar to that.
It's also, they were also slightly inspired by the Battlestar Galactica board game too, right? I think I read that somewhere.
Yeah, I don't know.
It feels very similar to that
That
game
might be
as
more
well.
of an atmosphere and a theme. Than
Yeah. Yeah, there's...
Although that's also a board game about like maneuvering all these crew members around the ship, and then like it has
Yes,
additional things where
that's
you like
true.
send them out in little fighters and stuff. But
That's true, you're right. And we got that behind somewhere.
So we'll throw this on easy mode. We've only got the one ship. We want to rename our crew. Who's in the room? We've got 3 people in the room. So let's see what we can do. Me. Where's my cursor?
hello. Hey, how you doing?
Philip. Oh yeah, you just keep it cracked open a bit.
Normally we close it because it's so noisy, but no, 2 different campus today. Besides you guys.
Have you played FTL before?
I have not.
You're going to be the first person to play.
All right.
And I've given you the huge responsibility of managing the 3 of us.
Oh god.
Don't let us die.
Does he get a captain? Can you type in a captain name or is it,
We just got the 3 people.
you
Well, we
name-
can
the
name
ship
you.
after him?
Oh yeah, we can name the ship after you. There you go. What's your name? Mike. All right, Mike. Captain of the ship, Mike.
So yeah, I'll let you play.
Entirely it can be mouse driven. It can. There's also some keyboard shortcuts, which I can point out as you get further in. For the most part, when you're going through the messages, the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 will select your options. So it's a very simple story. We are part of the Federation. The Federation fleet has been set upon by the rebels. We have
Has been won by the rebels?
the rebels are about to attack us, basically. We need to explore each sector before moving on to the next, and get to the exit before the rebel fleet can catch up. So the rebel fleet's trying to attack us and kill us. We're trying to get back to the Federation fleet in time to give them some MacGuffin, some data of some sort. So let's continue. So what you're managing, you have multiple stations here, each with a little icon next to it. So command, shields, your engine room, your weapon room, your scanners, which are basically the cameras that can let you see the inside of the ship, your doors, which let you open and close doors. You also have doors that open to the outside, and your health. So if somebody comes into your ship and starts hurting you, or if your guys start to lose health points, you just click them and bring them into the medical bay, and they'll automatically heal. If you've got somebody stationed on a place, like if you've got somebody stationed on the shields, the shields will restore. They'll recharge faster. Your weapons will recharge faster if you've got the weapons highlighted. If you've got somebody manning the engines, they'll be able to dodge better, but you can only dodge if you've got somebody piloting the ship.
All right.
You'll also be able to jump quicker if you have someone on the engines.
Yes.
It's like jumping is how you run away instead of engaging in the fight.
So basically, we're not really given much information when we start the game. All this stuff I've told you is you would only know that if you played the game multiple times or read all the tooltips as you played. So go ahead and click the jump up there.
All right.
And here's our 2D star map. We can go to any one of these star systems, choose your destiny.
Alright.
And we're trying to eventually get to this one.
Okay. No, you said we need to explore all of them, though, right?
We don't have to explore all of them. We can explore as many as we'd like.
What's that weird blue one?
Although, spend too much time exploring and the rebels are going to come after you.
And the blue one is our nebula. Nebula have weird effects. Uh-oh, solar flare.
Alright.
So we're about to get attacked by this guy. To attack.
It's really hot.
And it's really hot. So yeah, the first time you played this game, and it's already going to kill you. Pretty much. Like, we're going to die.
Okay.
And that's okay. So when we're fighting this person, you can always pause. I think the spacebar, right, is pause? I'm pretty sure spacebar is pause. So you can always pause and reset what you want people to do on your ship, and then unpause, let them do some stuff, and pause again. So if you're ever like, there's too much going on, you could pause and figure things out. We've got these two weapons on the bottom there. We've got a missile launcher, and we've got a burst laser. Luckily we have just enough energy to charge both of those things at the same time.
So these are like how many units of energy they cost in this part?
Exactly.
Alright.
So basically if you click on those or use the shortcut button, so 1 and 2, and then click on the area where you want to fire on, it'll give a targeting reticule. In easy mode, you can auto-fire. As you're trying to figure out the system, you can auto-fire. But later on, as you're playing the game, you're going to want the timing's going to be really important, and you're going to better understand how fast your weapons recharge for each. Each weapon's going to have different recharge times, and you're going to want to manually fire. But for now, we'll just do auto-fire.
Alright. So the auto-fire controls not only the rate but the location that they fire upon, or?
I think it's just the rate. I think you still need to give it a target. You need to target at a certain area. So whenever you're ready.
Alright. So I can move people around while still paused.
Yes.
Alright. I think one person engine, one person weapon.
Oh, and I'm sorry, it's left click to select and right click to direct them to a place.
Alright.
Yeah, so it gives a little green dot letting us know that they're going to go there. And then you can still use your weapons now, though. You don't need somebody manning the weapons in order to use them.
Right.
So you can select one of your weapons, 1 or 2, and then select where on the enemy ship you want it to hit. And I think it's again.
I think it has to be charged.
Oh yeah.
And you can select, and it's gonna auto fire, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh no.
Maybe it's not.
No, you have to give it a targeting. So you've already got fires happening on your ship, so you need to repair your ship as you're flying. Also, your ship is generating oxygen, and oxygen, of course, is flammable. Luckily, you have doors that go to the outside, so you can always vent your O2 by selectively opening and closing various doors, having the oxygen escape, and with it the fire.
Alright, so healing the ship, did you say, was with the health or with the engines and the shields, or?
If you have somebody manning a station in that on your ship, they will automatically try to fix that area. So you've got one guy there, see him with trying to put out the fires in the weapons room. Now you could let him stay there, but the fire might kill him. You could also have him leave the room, open up all those doors internally, and guide the fire out, venting all the air in those. In those 1, 2, 3, 4 rooms.
And then you can send the guy back in there to repair it.
So is there a way I can open the? Oh,
if you just click the door, it'll open.
All right. So then open the path. Send him to.
You want to send him away from the
airlock.
Okay.
So you don't need to open the doors to send him. All you do is just
Yeah.
There you go.
So all right. So each room has individual health, and everybody tries to repair the room they're in. Is that
Exactly right.
All right. And is that just denoted by the fires?
By the fires, by the look of the room.
Yeah, it's got a little orange on the symbol.
Yeah. So this orange means it's damaged. Red means it's really damaged. If there's like a crack in that area, it means there's a hull breach. And also the color of the room denotes how much oxygen is in that room right now. So the more red it is, the less oxygen there is in the space.
All right, so I do want to
Or
close
did
the
they
doors.
finally change it to the slashes? I forget which. What was that?
So
Yeah.
I should close the doors as soon as the fires are on us, and so there's
yeah.
enough oxygen to breathe.
Yeah.
All right. So how do I actually select a target? Or did I already
Click
do
on
that?
your
or-
missile first.
Click on the missile,
Now that it's
and then
charged.
now that it's charged, click on where you want it to go. And then
since it's on auto fire, once it charges back, it'll automatically start hitting there again.
yeah, exactly.
All right. Yeep.
Solar flare imminent.
So really, when the solar flare happens, what you want to really do is jump out of here as soon as you can, but you
Yes.
can't right now because it's charging up. Luckily, you've got a guy on your engine.
Create all power to the weapon.
I guess I'll just deplete these rooms of oxygen and then close the doors once the fires are completely out, so
So
people
sure
can
your
go back in.
weapons are dead.
Yep. So you're basically just going to absorb a few hits before you can finally escape.
Yeah.
But such is the danger of space.
Wait, what was that? The solar flare hitting you, or was that just?
Oh, fire's
All right,
cool.
fire's out.
All right. Fine.
Now, you'll notice that there's not that much oxygen left in those rooms. By opening doors internally, you can then balance out the oxygen.
All right.
And over here, we'll open and close all internal doors.
But we don't want to open all.
I know. I will close.
It won't. It will never. Those two buttons will never open the outside doors.
Okay. So internal darkness. You want.
Yeah. And now you can send a guy over to your weapons, and he'll hopefully repair them in time. But really, we might just want to jump.
Yeah, I think I'll keep everybody where they are.
And it looks like now we're just directing power to shields at this point, which is not a bad idea.
Yep. All right. Get out of
Let's
there.
get out of here, yeah.
All right. So there's no way to tell like if any of these locations are the
We
solar
have
fire.
no clue.
All right. To the weird one.
It's a nebula.
All right. Stories.
I'd say search the wreckage.
Yeah,
I agree.
Why avoid risk?
And this is like the
Risk
first
is what makes the game
All right.
fun.
We got a weapon. We got some scrap.
All right.
Okay. Oh wow.
So new type of weapon.
So if you want to
We
see what
wanna-
kind of weapons you can do, if you click the ship button up top. And so what we have here is you can purchase upgrades to your items to add more available power slots. So your reactor gives you power bars, which you can then buy extensions up above for your various subsystems. Your shields, even if you buy them singly, you can only charge them in pairs of 2. So equipment, the things that we just got,
So
is going to be.
I can only increment this by 2 each. Are you saying?
So you can purchase the 20, but you can't actually charge the 20 until you get this 30 as well, and then you'll get those 2 shield bars.
All right.
So rather than just saying it costs $50 for 50 energy for 2, you have to buy the 20 then the 30. What we just found is under your equipment, and you can see what kind of missiles you got.
Yeah, let's see. Pegasus. Yeah, Pegasus is the new ones.
So it's already mounted on your 3rd spot, and it takes a lot of power.
But it shoots 2 shots at once.
Yes. The other thing with missiles is that missiles fire missiles, and your missiles are on your top left over there, that little missile icon in the 7. And then the thing we neglected to say is, all this time you're burning fuel. So your fuel is that atom symbol on the left there.
Don't you only burn fuel when you jump?
Every time you jump,
Yeah.
you burn one fuel energy.
All right.
So at various points you're going to see shops, and every time you hit a shop, you're likely just going to want to buy as much fuel as you can, and maybe even upgrade your hull. Or
So
repair your hull, rather.
once you run out of missiles here, are the Artemis and the Pegasus essentially unusable?
Exactly.
All right.
Yep, that's how I lost against the final boss. I had no missiles and there was no other way to damage it.
And the burst laser needs to in order to be fireable. It's not like it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is essentially the currency.
That's the currency that you have right now, yeah. So you can use that to upgrade your ship now. You can save it to buy some repairs if you ever hit a shop. You can also hire new crew and buy new crew members. So right now we just have the 3, but you can get 5 more. And then when we die, you can replace us.
All right. The subsystem. All right. Piloting, doors, and sensors.
Turn the camera down. That's a little bit.
I do think I want to eventually play a defensive game like shields and stuff. I think for now I shall save it in case a shop in the near future. Shops are like between jumps.
Yeah.
All right.
So right now we have these broken weapons.
Yeah. So.
Why is everything black?
You're in a nebula, so certain nebula have different problems.
Okay.
Often you can only see things like oftentimes your sensors are blocked, so you can only see areas on your ship that you're actually inside of.
Okay.
So what do these 2 dangers represent, and how would I?
There you go. So plasma storm, your main reactor is only at half capacity, and if you hover over the other one, your sensors aren't functioning.
All right.
But it doesn't look like you have any hostiles here, so you might want to repair your
Yeah,
weapons.
so you can just hang out and repair those weapons, and once they're
That's
done,
fine.
jump away.
Oh, jump's already ready.
Yeah, so
So-
whenever there's an enemy, your jump requires a recharge, but as soon as the enemy's already gone, or there is no enemy at all, you can always jump.
All right.
Now, if you hover over your crew on the left there, the list of the crew on the left side of the screen, we all have skills. So the more you do a thing, the better you get at a thing, and you can sometimes you can specialize your people if you can keep them for the entire play of that game. But as soon as they die, you might be moving people around.
That's
Yeah.
the fact that all these crew members are on this like spaceship with no skills whatsoever. Just picking things
We're
up
just
as we go
we're just
along.
here. You also notice that you have hotkeys for them, so
Joyride.
F1 through F3.
All right.
So the game actually has
Lowest bidder.
there's a lot of keyboard shortcuts. As you noticed in the last game, you can actually do a lot of this stuff real time. Selecting your crew members, using the mouse to move them to a place, and immediately going back to your weapons, selecting your weapons and firing using the keys.
Is oxygen low? What?
Sorry,
Yes,
could you say that part again?
Yeah, so you have keyboard shortcuts.
Um,
So the game makes it such that if you want to play it real time without pausing so much, you can. As you get better at the game, you can just like what I tend to do is have. I remember who my people are, and try to just move them between only 2 stations so they have 2 different skills. So I can click a button, send them to repair a place, or send them back to man the station that they're on.
All right. Okay, so oxygen is low, so I'll need to go back into the oxygen room.
I know oxygen automatically rebuilds itself. It's really slow. If you upgrade your O2, actually oxygen right now isn't being powered. Is the real issue. So you can how do you unpower a thing? I think if you click. Yeah. So if you click on the plus next to it, I forget left click. Try it. Try right click. There you go. So we've
Alright.
pulled power from health, and then left click on that to add power to your oxygen. And so they've mapped those things to WASD, or to ASDF, I think.
ASDFG.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you hover over them, it'll tell you which ones are which.
And shift is removed. All right.
Yeah.
I probably will still be pausing all the time.
Everyone seems
Med
to be-
bay isn't
But then, so while you're paused,
Skill.
nothing's happening. So your oxygen isn't going to rebuild itself while you're paused. Your
Yes.
repairs won't happen while you're paused.
Disappointing.
Yep.
What's the rule with the little camera?
That's your internal sensors. Well, that's your sensors. So on level 1, it's purely internal. You can only see things inside your ship. As you upgrade it, you can then see. I think level 2, you can see where people are stationed. You can see dots about where people are on the other ships, and then if you fully upgrade them, you can see the interior of the enemy ship completely.
How about the 2 bars?
That's your doors. So if your door control goes out, you can't open and close your doors. Well, meaning you can't click on a door and keep it open or keep it closed.
But you can still move about
I think
the room.
you can still
but
move
only
between them, yeah.
Okay.
But it just means your networked door control doesn't work. So if you have your outside doors open and then someone breaks your door control, they're open for a while. And as you upgrade your doors, you're upgrading them to become blast doors, so that when people start boarding your ship, it takes them longer to get from room to room in your ship.
Alright. Yeah, time for jumping, I think.
Where are we going to?
It said here.
Yeah. This looks pleasant. Oh, crap.
Of course, attack. I just realized the problem with assigning one person to both weapons and shields. Actually, he already has weapons
Are
experience.
weapons powered?
No, weapons aren't being used right now.
Right.
So once it recharges.
It's
Alright.
still charging here.
So,
It'll turn green, right?
Yeah. There you go. And then you have enough leftover energy, you can turn on your burst laser too now.
alright.
Yeah, showing what for.
Ah!
Ah!
Shoot their engines. Don't let them escape.
Or just do that. Alright.
That's cool.
See.
1 fuel.
So later on, you can upgrade your ship with various augments, and that can be drones that basically act as a secondary weapon system. But they have a drone control section that needs to be working in order for them to work, and they take a lot of energy as well. You can then also later on you can get a cloaking device, so you can cloak your ship temporarily. You can get a teleporter, so you can send your people over and create boarding parties and board other ships. I think
That's
those are
also
three.
the thing you can create with scrap, you said? That's also...
You can turn your scrap in, so scrap is your currency. So you turn your scrap in at a store to buy it. But what the stores have will be different every time you play. And where the stores are different every time you play.
Alright. So I guess ready to jump. Or actually,
Doesn't look like there's any damage.
yeah.
Shields are fine.
Up here.
Oh.
Rebel Scout. No, it's.
And it's killed your shields?
Yep.
Okay.
So,
Oh, Jeff Goldblum.
How do you get rid of the virus?
do you get rid of the virus by getting rid of the ship?
You get rid of the ship.
Okay.
Alright.
Shoot it.
Alright,
That's
well,
not how viruses work.
You let your jump shield on, your jump engine charge up and jump away.
Independence Day.
That's really not how viruses work.
But we see they only have missiles, or weapons rather, shields. No, they don't have shields, so they might be
Yeah.
pretty easy to get.
Steak.
But they have no shields either. That's funny.
Laser to the engines.
Alright.
Go.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Fix that.
Oh, the O2. Yeah.
Good thing to have working.
Okay, that was pretty easy.
Yay. Can you fix the hull at any point?
Yeah, the store.
At a
Oh, yeah,
store,
at a store.
you can get a drone that will fix your hull for you,
Okay.
but mainly it's at stores.
So the store itself can fix your hull.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. That's
I'm gonna. No, they're just facing an enemy that disabled the shields. I want to buy more shields. I know that won't do anything against that, but. So I didn't need to do anything else, or it'll just
No,
generate 2
that's-
shield bars automatically. When
It'll create the 2 shield bars, but then after you hit accept, you'll have to go down and actually send that power into the shields.
Yeah.
All right.
And you can, I don't know if we've mentioned this yet, you can redivert power by right-clicking on things that have power.
Alright.
you do turn things off. Yeah.
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 Yeah, looks like right now you don't have any, your health is turned off. And you've only put one piece of energy into the engines. If you put more energy into the engines, you'll be able to evade a little bit better.
All right.
But I tend to be shield heavy.
Yeah.
And this is like one of the primary mechanics about what they wanted to like emulate. It's like basically divert power to front
Yeah,
shields,
right.
like that kind of that line itself is kind of what it's all about.
Yeah.
So is there any way to obtain more power to distribute, or?
That's when you buy reactor power bars. So you've got yeah.
So I have like 3 more here that I can distribute.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So if you hit accept there, you can then click on the shield icon.
Okay.
There you go.
Woo!
Yeah, that's good.
So that's why I wanted to show. I was hoping to show Independence War a little bit better, because that's the old way of trying to do it was very simulation heavy. If you're gonna do those diverting the power things, it's gonna be because you have to move into a different side of the cockpit,
What?
click all those buttons that need to get clicked. Very like Steel Battalion like.
A store, right when I used a lot of this crap.
But
I
20 will get you some missiles. It'll get you
You
some
can probably
fuel.
repair your hull with that.
Repair your hull.
All right. And can I come back here later and it'll still be a store? Or is that...
It'll always be a store, yeah.
All right.
But as soon as we exit, as soon as we leave this sector, we can never go back to the previous sector. Because see that on the left there, the warning? That's the rebel fleet following us.
All right.
So we don't want to let that big bubble thing overlap over the ship. If we do, then we're fighting rebels all the time.
Yeah. Let's
Alright.
let's go to.
Yeah, I think I'll go here first and then directly to the store.
Yeah, that should let you do it. All right.
What do we shoot first?
So this one the radio is a drone control.
Oh, okay.
But they're also going to try to get away. If they get away, the fleet will come a little bit faster. So maybe we want to.
All weapons to engines.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Or you could also firing your missile on the shield is a good idea because then if you knock down the shield, your lasers will do a lot more damage.
Yep.
True. And the lasers are the higher damage thing, right?
Yeah, they can be.
Yeah. And the thing about missiles is they can go through shields.
Yeah.
It's like the main thing.
Still fast.
And I think shields.
So that's their little drone firing at you.
Oh.
But yeah, it's not doing much. Nice. There we go. And go.
Woo!
Nice.
Yeah, more fuel.
Didn't Starship Artemis have diverting power to things?
Oh yeah. So yeah, that's. Have we done that as a?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's right. I was gone that day. Yeah, and that's another one of those. But I mean, that's multiple players. Each player has their own station.
Yeah.
There's something about it being a solitaire game.
Yeah.
Where it's much of it just turns it into the game's almost entirely about resource management and timing.
Yeah. Well, this is like you are a competent. It's like you have a competent crew that's obedient to you to a captain.
Yeah.
And it's all up to the captain to make those decisions. Whereas in Artemis, usually the captain's the least competent person, but that's that's fine, right? You know, because you need someone to make decisions sometimes.
And so you can hold 3 augmentations at one time on your ship. And these are just usually expensive things that help you out.
No one's watching. Everyone's.
So yeah, let's see. Oh, that's how much they have left in stock.
Yeah, so they don't always have a lot.
Actually, let's clean them out. That anyway.
So those are drone parts, which you don't have drone control yet, but you have some spare drone parts anyway. So you don't really need them.
Yeah.
You have enough fuel?
Do now.
Yeah.
Alright, so I guess that's a jump then.
Oh, that's funny. I don't think I've ever seen 2 stores, let alone
Oh
2
man.
stores attached to each other in one sector.
Backtracking is presumably too risky.
Also, you don't have any money left.
Yeah. Forward then.
Hey.
Oh hey.
So he's willing to give you drone fuel.
Yep.
Drone parts.
Yeah, you don't need those drone parts. Really.
Yeah, no drone.
Should I wait to acquire drone parts essentially until like got drone control?
Yeah.
Alright, in that case, easy deal. Yay!
Yay.
And nothing else is happening.
Oh god, they're coming really fast. No, you can just get out of here now.
Yeah.
Win.
Woo!
Win.
Pretty.
Oh. Something's gonna attack you, isn't it?
Probably.
Okay.
Oh, neat. Cool. So did it just give you a drone?
It gave you drone schematics, but you still need a drone control.
Okay.
So with the drone schematics, you can then use the drone parts to create the drones, but you can't do anything with them until you can't actually create them until you have the drone control.
Okay. So it looks like you have one drone thing in your.
Yeah.
Okay.
So once the system's installed, then you can move it from your cargo into your actual drone slots. But the system's not there yet.
Alright. So I can jump and then next sector.
Yep.
Yay.
Woo! Oh man.
Engies are nice.
Yep, they're nice robots.
So besides the obvious effect of more like attacking ships, is there any difference between the civilian or hostile sectors?
Civilian section, you'll probably have fewer. You'll probably have fewer required battles.
And more stores. probably.
More stores, but you'll still have places where you can choose to fight or not. Especially if it's one of those stories like blah pirate is there. Do you want to engage or not? You don't have to. If you go to a hostile sector, though, you've got no choice most of the time. As soon as you go into a place that has an enemy, they're just going to attack you no matter what.
Alright. So it's sort of a choice of difficulty level?
A little bit, yeah. But also just a little bit of what kind of thing do you want to experience next.
Alright.
It looks like after this sector you're gonna be doing a lot of fighting anyway. You might as well avoid the fighting for now.
Yeah. So like the ultimate goal is getting here?
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah. So you always have a choice. Well, every other time you have a choice. Looks like. Yeah.
So yeah, we'll have a hostile sector next turn,
Yeah.
so might as well.
I guess you click the words, not the.
Yeah, that's the other thing is
Okay.
thought the sounds of the kids was from FTL for a second.
But that's what the robots sound like. That's great. You don't have
So
much
the
patience,
rebel
so-
fleet is the rebel fleet basically going to encompass the store if I don't go to it the next turn?
What's that?
Is the rebel fleet essentially going to encompass the
I'm
store?
not sure how fast they're going. You might have, I think you have like 1 or 2 jumps before you start seeing them on the map.
All right.
So you can go, like that's pretty safe to do.
Yeah. If they do show up on the next turn, I'll just keep going forward.
Some ship repair.
So it's 2 to 1, which is what it's normally like at all the stores too. Is a 2 to 1, 2 to 1
Oh,
swap.
we don't have any damage though right now, right?
You have a little bit. The hull is the top left
All right.
meter.
so
So
this
you've
is-
got
this
at
is
least 10
specifically-
damage.
This is specifically hull damage.
Yeah, this is hull damage.
All right. In that case, I think I'll repair 5 damage.
Cool.
So I assume once the hull damage is depleted, the ship is destroyed.
Yes.
Okay.
That was good. But now you have no cash to go to the store, so you might as well just
Yeah.
hit it.
Or you can go backwards one more time.
True.
Wow,
And
this
now
is
it's-
really nice.
This is actually a better deal than you're going to get out at the store. The store's usually 3 to 1 fuel. This is 2 to 1.
You seem to be jumping a lot.
It's basically probably the same thing I'd do if I went to the store anyway, so
Yeah.
buy enough to recoup my losses and get out, or I have to go back.
Do you ever
Yeah.
have to go into combat if you go to a store? Sometimes.
I've never seen it.
Are there ever enemies at a store location as well?
I've never seen it. I'm not sure.
Alright. Might as well take the shortest route.
Okay, you've been here, so. Oh. good
And
thing
there
you
they
did that.
are. Yeah, might as well go a bit direct.
Aha.
Alright. So yeah. Shields first. Then,
Weapons?
yeah, weapons.
Yeah.
In that case,
Okay. You target everything on the what, right? There. Okay.
the shield's already down?
Yeah.
Equal.
So like, they're going to give you a lot of stuff if you surrender.
So
They
does
surrender.
refusing surrender and winning the battle mean more than this?
It depends. You could end up getting more than what they have. they're
Or they
giving
could be
you.
destroyed
Or
in
you
the
could blow it
explosion.
all up. Yeah. Like maybe if you take them out, you'll find a part. But maybe you'll just get a bunch of scrap.
It said when it was powering up its FTL thing that it looked like it was trying to escape, not looked like it was trying to report to the rebel fleet. So,
Yeah. This is just a rock. This is a rock scout, not a rebel scout.
all right. In that case, there's not really a danger letting them
Yeah.
go.
All right.
Well,
Now all is happy.
Oh, okay. Relationship
You're not
neutral.
shooting at them. They're not shooting at you.
it's happy enough for me.
Yeah, everything looks in pretty good shape. Rebel Spider.
Yeah, no. Standard battle plan until they power up their FTL. See, the door is open.
Oh wow.
Oh well.
Oh jeez.
Alright, so.
Shields are holding. That's good.
Alright. Her.
Yeah, and that'll
On the adjacent
it'll,
rooms.
It'll restore it on its own. Like there's nothing mission critical there.
Alright. True.
And you've disabled a lot of their systems now.
Boom.
See? Wow, let's let the oxygen restore a bit. Oxygen's not a skill, alright.
O2's, yeah, O2's powered up. Okay. It's okay.
Need damage. People. Store.
Sweet.
I
Maybe
actually
get higher
have some
than we are.
scrap now. Both pretty appealing sounding. All the money. Alright. Yes, how pretty.
If only we could see it.
Oh boy.
I assume I'll be able to get to the exit from here.
Sure. I think so, yeah.
And it's about the
Like,
same
it's
distance
about-
as here to here. and
Yeah.
Yeah.
if not, then I'm kind of screwed, but we'll see.
Why would you do what?
The data stores perhaps for drone things.
Oh, that's interesting.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
That's right.
Ah!
Yay!
Yay!
Shooty, shooty.
Pew pew.
Pew, pew, pew.
All right.
It doesn't seem to have shields, so let's take it out. Oh, yeah, your weapons are charging up real fast now. Nice. Yeah, one more shot at this and then it should be dead.
Oh man, twice the scrap.
Cool. How Where are you? Oh, you have 11 missiles. Okay. So all right.
Yay.
Yay, new sector. Yeah. Direct confrontation.
I like direct confrontation.
Oh, but do you need an away team for this? Or is it
No,
okay?
if you're just gonna basically shoot at them until they give it to you or they
Okay.
die.
Sounds good.
Do they still have weapons even though they're apparently refitted for transport?
Yeah, they don't have a lot of weapons.
Alright, all weapons to shields then. Did I say all weapons to shield? I meant all weapons to
Where's
engine.
the warp drive? Don't have one.
Oh yeah, I should
Right,
actually.
that's what he's targeting.
Shields.
Is their drive.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay, so now they're not running away anymore. Oh, there you go. Oh.
Well, at least we got plenty of scrap.
Everyone looks good?
Everyone's okay. Oh yeah, I can check right there too. Woo.
Yeah.
F1, F2, F3, It's so funny because this game's... Oh, distress signal. Distress means they're in trouble. Do you want some trouble?
I like trouble.
Alright.
Oh no.
Do you get to control your troops on another ship? Or
No.
or you won't
This is
get-
basically send us some people.
Maybe
And
some
then-
of them will die and you might get a reward.
Yeah. I
I
don't know. Do you have people who can handle themselves against giant alien spiders?
What
Yeah.
sort of skills would that require? Is that the fist?
So there's a number of these like story elements where if there's something good that you have, it's colored blue. So like if you're, I've seen some stories where they're trying to bypass some AI and you happen to have an NG crewman who's a robot. It'll have a blue option saying send your NG over to disable their AI, whatever. Or if you have a rock crew member, then they'll have some other kind of special skill. So right now you have nobody who's got a special skill against the alien spiders, but that doesn't mean if you send them, they're not gonna. They might survive, but these are giant alien spiders, so they probably won't.
Yeah. I think I'll set this one up. Bye. Right. Jump again. Oh.
Mantis sounds like giant insect
Yeah.
spider things.
Giant insect spidery thing. Oh, giant praying mantis-y things.
Sure. Well, it's possible that the people who are running away from station have never seen a mantis before. So
Let's just get some experience against buggy things.
Going on a bug hunt.
Seem good.
Alright. There's nothing I need to surround here for that I could.
So right now you got everything powered up except for your health.
Mm-hmm.
So if you bought another power bar, you could then
Power
up
everything.
your
That is
health
true.
station.
Seems like a good idea.
Oh, you click, yeah, that kind of below it.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Can you do this anytime or only during?
Oh, I need to
Only you
install
can
this,
never
don't
do
I?
this during combat. So only before or after combat.
Oh, I install this on a specific weapon, or
No, I think it's
no,
already been.
it's already installed.
It's running.
Yeah,
Okay.
all your augmentations are always running. So anything in cargo is what's not in use, and the only things that can be in cargo are weapons or drones.
so how exactly do you hire new crew members?
If your store happens to have
Ah,
crewmen for sale, or you find a slaver and
All right.
purchase or save a person from the slaver.
more system power.
Well, you have a whole gun that you're not using right now, a whole missile. Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true. Yeah.
But you need to buy 3 more slots. If you want it plus the other ones, you need 3 more slots. If you just want to run that and the burst laser, you need 2 more slots. Yeah. But then you also need power to power it up.
Yeah, and I don't have enough power at
That's
the moment.
expensive, yeah.
But you can
No,
redirect
I-
power from your shields to it, or
Yeah.
shut down your oxygen and health temporarily.
Health.
Like I said, defensive game. I think I'll save the rest of the scrap for now. Ooh. Still no people with specialties, but why the hell not? It's on my way
Can
anyway.
you save despite the people? Oh, it's a trap.
My favorite kind of distress signal. Alright.
Yeah. So mantis basically have really good shields.
Alright.
That's target.
Everything to shields, perhaps? So is this like
You have to knock that all the way down before the shield disappears,
alright?
and it'll recharge itself much better than the others. And yeah, it looks like they've got a beam weapon on you, which doesn't do very well against shields. Ooh, and they've got missiles too.
Alright.
Can evacuate a person to medbay. I think I'm only saying that because that's me.
Yeah, I just say, like... I think I'll try letting them put out some of the fire first and then evacuate them to medbay
Yeah.
and evacuate the room of oxygen.
I actually have a suggestion.
Oh?
If you turn off medbay and your burst lasers, since they have such great shields, and then you can use the Pegasus. Like, don't use the lasers until you've actually got the shields down or something.
Yeah, and this is where you get to the point where, rather than relying on auto fire so much, you'll start building up your own strategies on which substations to take out first, how often, like, get to understand like how fast their cooldown rates are for their own weapons, how fast the recharge rates are for their shields.
I can take it. I can take a couple more hits. Don't worry. About that.
So, how do I...
So if you
Okay.
yeah, and if you want to depower
Uh-oh,
a weapon,
it's-
you right click on a weapon.
Alright.
You can power up the Pegasus.
Yeah. Alright, I need more...
Yeah, you've only got the 3, so actually you can keep the health on.
Oh.
And you also see that your shields are messed up anyway. So if you right click on Artemis, that'll depower it. So because they're damaged, so you couldn't really fill that up anyway. So you've got all this extra reactor energy, but it doesn't know where to really go. But then you just notice Pegasus has a huge recharge rate because you haven't been using it so much. The more you use your weapon, the better your person gets at using those weapons. And the amount of time it takes to recharge them shrinks. Yeah.
Shield's critical, though. Mm-hmm.
Are weapons down?
Yeah, the weapons are being repaired right now. You've got a guy in there trying to fix them.
I think we're dead.
Possibly.
Quite possibly.
It does tend to just build upon itself. Oh no. So now your sensors are damaged, so you can only see where your people are. You can't see what the state of things are. So you could walk through a place and end up seeing that it's just filled with fire. But if you move your guy over to your engine and try to fix that, then maybe you can at least jump out.
Yeah.
And run away.
If I move 2 people to the engine, will that charge even faster?
No. Well, actually, I don't remember. You might be able to get 2 people to repair at the same time.
Let's try it.
Yeah, try it.
See what happens.
Alright.
What's the worst that could happen? We die.
We die. Oh, a single fire.
So one person's putting out the fire and the other person's doing something too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they're both repairing.
I don't know if it's going any faster. Hull critical. Okay.
Oh no.
Is there anything I can do to repair the hull besides?
No, you can't repair the hull unless you got a drone that can repair the hull.
Alright. Looks like that's
Maybe
going.
they'll miss.
No.
Yeah, we're going down with this ship. It doesn't seem to be going up at all.
Oh, because so now you notice the pilot.
Yeah.
He's got to fix the command center. So your engines are okay, but you can't use the engines because your piloting station is busted.
But
it's not even charging.
Because you need a pilot and an engine, both operating optimally. See how the pilot is red but engine is green?
Yeah.
Oh,
and that must have happened while we were looking at something else. And so ends
Yay.
the good ship, Mike. But yeah, that's FTL.
Thank you.
Pretty sweet.
That's cool. I'm gonna go home and play more of this.
Yeah. So yeah, I think it's still on sale on Steam.
I already have it. Already.
Yeah.
I just have to actually run it. I just never go around.
So yeah, it's definitely I've put in only about 13 hours into this. I've won once on easy mode. I've gotten, or no, maybe I've won a couple times. What I'm trying to do right now are unlock all the ships. So I've got, when you win the first time with the Kestrel, you open this other ship called the Osprey, I think. I've got a Mantis ship and I've got an Indy ship. And as you use your ship, you can also get achievements, which will then allow you to get another grid. So every ship has 2 layouts. So it'll move the location between stations from each other. Sometimes it makes a huge difference. Sometimes it's just a little bit of flavor. But I think what I'm trying to do right now is with the NG, find a place where I could, if I pilot the NG into the place, I think I have to be the NG to do this. There's a story segment that I'll find where if I help them, I'll get a new NG ship, which is a stealth ship.
Nice.
Which I
Sounds
really want that stealth ship to try for a while. That's why I've got the 13 hours. Playing on normal is just pure masochism. Normal's hard, easy's normal.
It's like roguelike. It's people like that sort of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you.
Cool.
Thanks, Rick.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
I don't think anyone's still keen to.
Nope. Bye, internets.
I think they said in an interview that the major design breakthrough with this game that actually made it from being not fun to being fun was the realization that the previous prototype had you control the ship and the ship is moving around and stuff and you're not controlling its position.
Oh.
And eventually they realized, oh, we don't need to care about ship position at all. This is just your Captain Picard. You're just yelling at all the guys to run around and do stuff.
Yeah, and I think they were trying. That's every other game I've seen has always been like every other computer game has always been about maneuvering your ship.
Yep.
Right.
All the board games though, it's hard to do that, so it just stays on the board.
Exactly.
The one cool thing I've seen on the forum is someone then made the board game version of FTL.
Oh, very nice.
Wow.
which I like the watercolor
Ah.
ship diagrams they created there too.
Cool. Looks like it's a German player.
Yeah, it looks like,
Yeah.
of course.
That's really
Come on. And then, of course, every game needs a grid with planets on it.
Cool.
Yeah, I was actually impressed particularly with the tutorial for this game, which we kind of skipped.
Yeah.
But effectively, that when I saw trailers for this, like on their Kickstarter video and everything, I was like, oh man, that looks like it'll take 10 hours to figure out how to play.
Yeah.
And the tutorial actually does a really good job of getting you up to speed.
I actually forgot it had a tutorial. It's been so long
So
since
much
I
of the
first
game,
played it.
But so much of the game is also discovering what
Yep.
you can do. Right?
Yeah.
So it's like the game itself is also part of the tutorial.
Yeah, the big thing after about hour 10 is when I finally decided to turn off auto fire and play the entire game manually. And that's opened up a whole lot. Like I was able to win without doing auto fire, but now I'm able to take bigger risks. I can try to fight against stronger guys. I can get further in normal than I was before.
Conserving your missiles is like a huge part of it,
Yeah.
particularly for the end of the game.
Yeah, the NG really require the auto fire turned off. They start their ship starts off with just ion cannons and a drone. So the ion cannons will just will turn off shields, and then the drone can go in and actually shoot the stuff. The nice thing about that is then later on you can get a system repair drone that'll automatically repair your systems internally. You can get a hull repair drone that'll automatically repair your hull. I really like beam weapons because they'll cut a line in the ship and then do a lot of hull damage to the ship and create breaches.
Shoots it down, right?
Yeah. And there's also the bombs. You can teleport bombs into the other player's ship, which then do a lot of personnel damage. So you can there's so many different systems going on. There's so many different ways of just blowing this other ship up. You can kill all their people. You can just disable all their systems.
Sometimes you can just negotiate with them.
Yeah.
No ships need to explode.
But I haven't actually seen that. The feedback, it doesn't give a lot of feedback towards, well, am I going to get better things if I do these things? It's much more of a, well, what do you want to do? You can do all these different things. You create the loadout, but the rewards you get for it, am I going to get better? Am I going to get more scrap if I blow it up? If I'm going to get more parts? I don't really know. I can't really tell.
It's for like you can't really tell either.
Yeah.
So you're going to show the CCCs.
Oh yeah, this is the other thing I immediately thought of when I played the game. If anybody's seen Life Aquatic. Oh no, what happened?
It's buffering. It's probably trying to load the.
Oh, I thought I did though. But yeah, the side view of the submarine.
Yeah.
Which I haven't actually checked years if Red November, the submarine board game, came before or after Life Aquatic. There's your drones. And buffering.
And buffering.
But anyway, you get the idea.
Yeah. They should totally. That should be the sequel to FTL. Although maybe that's getting close
FTW,
to
faster
Red
than water.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Good sound, right?
I don't think
no.
ships go faster than
No,
sound.
but sonar.
Oh.
Sound does travel faster in water, right, than air.
I don't know.
think
Maybe.
so.
I would believe it if someone told me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, man.